Have you ever had to put a spoiled brat in their place? I was on this 6-hour flight to Miami with my 8-year-old daughter, Chloe. We'd been saving up for months just to afford this trip. Chloe was so excited she packed her little pink backpack with coloring books and her stuffed elephant 3 days early. Right behind us sat this family that looked like they just stepped out of a magazine. Designer clothes, fancy watches, the whole deal. Their kid looked about 11, wearing a Supreme hoodie that probably cost more than my rent. The second we took off, this brat started kicking my seat. Not just a little tap here and there, full-on soccer kicks every few seconds. I turned around with my nicest dad smile and said, "Hey buddy, could you please stop kicking my seat?" Kid looked me dead in the eye and kicked it even harder. His mom, wearing Gucci sunglasses inside the plane, just shrugged. He's just excited. Kids will be kids, you know? For the next hour, this demon child was doing everything possible to make everyone miserable. He kept pressing the flight attendant button every 5 minutes just to complain. "Why isn't my Coke colder? I want a bigger bag of chips. This movie is stupid. Change it." The poor flight attendant was trying so hard to stay professional, but I could see her eye twitching. Other passengers were starting to give dirty looks. Chloe was getting upset because she couldn't concentrate on her coloring. Then came the meltdown. Kid stands up in his seat, points at Chloe, and screams at the top of his lungs, "I want the window seat! She doesn't deserve it! My dad makes more money than her dad!" His parents just sat there, scrolling their phones like nothing was happening. The mom actually had the nerve to tell me, "Maybe you should just switch seats. He really wants that window." I looked at Chloe, who was about to cry, then back at this spoiled monster. That's when I leaned over the seat and said in my calmest dad voice, "Do you know what happens to kids who make everyone on a plane miserable?" The kid stopped screaming. For the first time all flight, he was actually listening. They don't get to sit with their family anymore. The flight attendants move them to the very back of the plane, right next to the toilets where it smells really bad. And they have to sit there all alone for the rest of the flight. His eyes went wide. "That's not real." "Oh, it's very real," I said, still super calm. "The captain makes the announcement and everything. Would you like me to call the flight attendant over to explain the policy?" The flight attendant, who had been watching this whole thing, came over with perfect timing. She looked at the family and said, "Is there a problem here? Because if we need to relocate passengers for the comfort and safety of other travelers, we absolutely can do that." The kid's face went white. He looked at his parents, but they were finally paying attention and looking embarrassed. The dad actually apologized to me. For the remaining 4 hours, that brat sat perfectly still. No kicking, no screaming, no pressing buttons. Every time he even shifted in his seat, he'd glance at me nervously like I might call the toilet police on him. When we landed, Chloe tugged on my sleeve and whispered, "Dad, do they really move bad kids to the smelly seats?" I whispered back, "No," but he didn't need to know that. The spoiled family rushed off the plane without making eye contact. Chloe got to enjoy her window seat the whole time, and I got to enjoy the sweetest silence I'd ever heard at 30,000 feet.